A lot of the time when we're setting goals, or let's say we started in business, we've got revenue targets, maybe we've got material goals that we want, or lifestyle goals that we want to achieve. A lot of the time we'll set our goals based on ourselves, based on what we're getting or what we're achieving, or how the world will see us when we achieve a certain result, or anything along those lines. And the problem is that when we're setting goals that are only to do with ourselves, we'll often attach a story to it that when I achieve that goal, then I'll be happy, then I'll be fulfilled. We're looking for exterior circumstances to give us something that we're not feeling inside at the moment. And what we don't realize a lot of the time when we start down this path is that if we're telling ourselves that it's going to take something exterior from us that we don't have yet to be happy or to feel fulfilled, well, when we get there, we're going to be in the same emotional space, the same headspace that we're at now. Because think of it, if we live in the first world, and if you're watching this video on YouTube, probably quite a high chance that you may be living in the first world. If that's the case, you, like me, we're already richer than 95% of the world's population. We already have more than the vast majority of other human beings alive. And if we're not feeling happy and fulfilled now, even though we already have more than almost the entire of the rest of the planet, then whatever we're telling ourselves that we don't yet have will solve the problem of, will make us feel happy or fulfilled. That's not going to solve the problem either. And as long as we're subscribing to this story that we need to get more, to be more, to have more, as long as that's what we're saying will drive our happiness and fulfillment, we're lying to ourselves. And we're going to get, at some point, a very, very rude awakening about what it really takes to be happy and fulfilled, to feel happy and fulfilled. Because the problem is, when you achieve everything, when you tick off every goal on that list, and you still don't feel happy and fulfilled, where do you go then? And it's a really sensitive topic, it's a deep subject, but you look at like celebrity suicides, you've got Anthony Bourdain, you've got Avicii, you've got Robin Williams, like prime examples of people that to the outside, they'd achieved everything. They'd achieved ultimate success. They've got career success, financial success, they were loved by so many people, and yet it still wasn't enough. And I'm not going to go into, why did they commit suicide, because of course that would just be speculation. But one thing I do know is that success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. And that's not my quote, that's Tony Robbins, but he's absolutely spot on. And I've experienced certainly more than glimpses of this in the last couple of years, where business success has really moved forwards. I've been traveling the world for 15 months. I've achieved time, financial, geographical freedom. I've achieved, like, a lot of people would say to me, oh my God, like, you've got everything, you've made it now, blah, blah, blah. To the outside, people think that you have something that they don't, but in actual fact, we're all the same. Whatever our external circumstances, the point is that we choose how we respond to them and how we feel. And also, one thing that I've noticed is that as long as all of our goals and everything that we're striving to create in our lives is about ourselves, at the end of it all, we're just going to be left with a feeling of what was the point? Like, what's the point in all of this? And the truth is that our life as a human being, like, we can try to put meaning and we can try to put these, big reasons behind everything, but at the end of the day, we're just a tiny speck in the timeline of the universe. We are just totally insignificant in the grand cosmic scale of everything that makes up everything. And, I had a thought this morning about, like, say, the world was to go through like an apocalypse or something like that, some sort of end of the world type event. Every single one of us and every single one of our realities where we're telling ourselves that our career is important, our business is important, us hitting our next income goal is important, all of that will just disappear overnight as soon as our reality changes. It's not important, but we'll tell ourselves it's important. And when you boil it down, when we get to the end of our lives, which we all will, People won't remember us for the Ferrari we drove. People won't remember us for the house that we lived in or how much money we had in our bank accounts. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. What matters is, what impact did we create in the world? Who did we help? How do we make the world a better place because we were alive? As human beings, it's about our relationship to other human beings. It's about what we give back to make the collective race, like to make the world better. What did our lives mean in that sense? How do we help people? You know, and that's really all that matters. When we're gone, the legacy that we leave and the impact that we've created will all come down to, how did we make the world a better place? And here's the thing. So many people, when we have this conversation, so many of our natural responses will be, oh, okay, well, you know, I get that. I want to make the world a better place, but I can't do that yet because I don't have the success. I don't have the money to give back. I don't have this. I don't have that. And again, we'll create a story that we need something to start giving back. We need to, you know, to have wealth to donate to charity. But the point is, you don't need anything to smile at a stranger and bring joy to someone else's life. You don't need anything to give a little to charity just to help. And as long as we're telling ourselves that we can't do that yet because we don't have something, that's the entire problem. That's the whole thing in action. It's the same mechanic. We're telling ourselves that it's all about what we need or what we don't have. It's not about us. You know, making the world a better place by smiling at someone, or just giving a bit of money to a homeless person so they can buy a sandwich, or, you know, just showing up and being there as a, you know, a shoulder to lean on for someone that's struggling or something like that. All of that, just being that person who shows up in life regardless of their situation, but just showing up thinking, how can I help the people around me? That's what it takes. Stepping into that person is what it takes to find fulfillment. And you start doing that today. You don't wait until you have something else, because that's the exact reason that you're not finding that, you know, feeling of happiness and fulfillment in the first place. That's the exact dynamic thought process that's telling us that when we get X, then we'll be happy. It's the same thing. We're saying when we get X, then we can give back and help others. No, it's bullshit. You can give back and help others today. You can show up in the world and help others today. And you've got to become that person, and you've got to strive to achieve your goals through that lens. Not through the lens of what can I get, not through the lens of how much money can I earn, not through the lens of, oh, when I get my Ferrari, then I'll be happy. No, you won't. You've got to do it through the lens of, how can I help give value? How can I help make the world a better place? How can I show up to people as I would want people to show up to me? That's the type of focus that you put into everything that you do. And when you do that, that's when you'll start to walk down a path towards happiness and fulfillment. The material stuff doesn't matter.